everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Andrea, and today I have my first update for the 50 Shades of Purple project pan. This is a project that was created by Jessica, Amanda, and Cece, and it is a Fantastic Ladies collab, so I will have all of the information listed down below for you. This project is a year-long project. It runs from April 15th, 2021 to April 15th, 2022, and as the title suggests, you find 50 purple products, either beauty or makeup, and try to finish them or hit some type of goal on them, but just try to use 50 purple products throughout the year. I didn't use everything in my list, but I used most things, so things that I didn't use I'm not gonna mention because there's obviously no progress. I do have 2 empties, so I'll do those first, and then I'll go through the rest of my list, kind of how I have it written down, and I'll hopefully do it kind of quickly. So the first thing I finished is this Dermadoctor DDI Dermatologically Defining Eye Radiance Cream SPF 30. It's this little sample foil packet. I mean, it's just, I think, an eye SPF. I would put it here and like on my lid. I emptied it into a little like plastic clamshell that I had, and I'm glad that I did because it took me 21 uses to empty this. Like I mean, I did manage to use it up throughout the month, but I was a little cocky and I'm like, oh, that's gonna take me like maybe 5 uses. No, it took me 21 uses to finish this up. So that's one product down. The next product that I used up was this lavender and hyssop foaming hand wash from Love Beauty and Planet. I thought it was going to take me more than a month. Like, I did mark it, like it was totally brand new when I started the project. I thought it was going to take me at least 2 months to get through it, but because of COVID, I have 2 very young children. I wash my hands a lot, so that is my second empty. It says it's cruelty-free, but then when I was looking on Logical Harmony, it's on the brands to avoid list, and I'm assuming it's because the parent company is Unilever, so I don't know, but either way, this isn't a scent that I would repurchase again. I had to look it up because I didn't know what hyssop was, and it's something that's used a lot in cough medicine or cough drops, and once I saw that, I realized that's probably what was causing the scent in this that I didn't really care for, because it was kind of strong and a little medicinal smelling, and I didn't care for it. So that's my second empty. So now I'm going to go through, hopefully quickly, the rest of my products that I actually got some use on. The first item is my CVS Pharmacy Stress Relief Mineral Bath Salts in Lavender and Chamomile. I've used this 3 times, so it's kind of hard to market just because it's hard to get it like even, but it's generally how much I used. I use this as a foot soak, and it smells really nice, and it makes my feet feel really nice when I use it as a foot soak. So I've only used that 3 times, but I think that's probably how I'm going to use it up, is as a foot soak, because like I said in my intro, I don't really take baths. So the next item that I've been working on is one of the 3 body washes that I have in this project, and it is my Bath & Body Works London Tulips and Raspberry Tea. So it was brand new when I brought it in. Now, after 12 uses, it's down to here. So it's probably a little more than a quarter, maybe somewhere between a third and a quarter of the bottle. So I alternate between this one and the Cotton Blossom one that I have in my 11 favorites project pan, but I also tend to go a little extra on my body washes, so that'll take another couple months, but that shouldn't be a problem to finish. Next, I have my Pacifica Crystal Beam Foaming Crystal Face Scrub. I've used this 14 times, so when I started, it was about halfway full. I've used about half of that, so I'm anticipating that this will be gone by the next update. I do really actually enjoy it, but it is a little harsh in that I don't use it days back to back. But it's good for days when I don't wash my hair. When I don't wash my hair, I don't like to wash my face in the shower. So I'll use this usually, and it works out pretty good. So there's that. I know the lighting is probably going to be kind of weird because I don't have my ring light on and the sun keeps going behind clouds, but hopefully you'll still be able to see everything. The next one, and this is something I didn't think I was going to start yet, but it's my Andalou Naturals Ultra Sheer Daily Defense Lotion with SPF 18. I don't know about wherever you are, but here in Michigan, I've used this 15 times. So in the past month, that gives you an idea of how many days I did not go outside or went outside for a very, very limited amount of time. So I decided that on days when it's like really cold or it's rainy or I know that I'm not going outside, I will use this instead of the SPF, the Pacifica SPF, because I don't like to use both of them at the same time. That's just a lot of product on my face. And then days when I know I'm going outside, I'll use the Pacifica one. So it looks like I made a decent amount of progress with just the 15 uses, but I've gone through several of these bottles, and I know like once you are done with the top part, even with daily use, this takes months, like a couple, 3-4 months to finish up. So especially if I'm not using it every day, this will be in for a while, but that's okay. I like this lotion a lot, and I know I'll finish it within this project. Next, I have my Good Molecules Caffeine Energizing Hydrogel Gel Patches. I've used 5 of these so far. They're a little difficult to get apart. Like I think the first time I used them, I had 2 on one eye. I don't think I've wasted any yet. I think I realized it before I had like put the other one on, or I just stuck the extra one back in the tub. So I've used 5 pairs so far, hopefully. Hopefully I'll have a total of 30 uses on this by the end of the project. But I actually like to keep these in the fridge. My sister has these and I saw them in her fridge, and so I decided to do it, and it gives like that extra cooling sensation. It's like just gives it a little something extra, and I really like it. So I mean, 5 a month, that's probably gonna be how I use it, how often I use it per month. So it'll still take me like 6 months to use this up, but as long as I just 4 or 5 times a month, I'll have no problem finishing it this year. Next, I have this Revolution Skincare Jake and Jamie Feed Your Face Dragon Fruit Face Mask. I've used it 4 times, but this is how much is left. I mean, you can kind of see maybe the jars kind of peeking through right there in the middle. So I don't even have 4 uses of this left. So this, I think, will be another empty for next month. It's an interesting mask because it's like almost like a really thick moisturizer or cold cream. So it doesn't necessarily like dry down that much like a clay mask would, but it's very moisturizing and it smells really good. So I am enjoying this one. One item that I'm actually surprised that I'm liking so much is this super old John Frieda Frizz Ease Clearly Defined Style Holding Gel. I use this every time I wash my hair, so I've used it 14 times. You can see where I started, and I'm marking it at the top of the airless pump, so that's the bottom of where all the product is. But I don't know if I was like using it wrong or using too much or whatever, but like one pump of this after I take a shower and I let my hair air dry, and it gets like, I've had it in a ponytail and stuff, so a lot of the wave and the curl is gone, but it makes my hair so curly. It's crazy. So I mean, I'm glad I brought it into the project because it is really old and I'm glad I'm using it up, but I'm pretty sure John Frieda is not cruelty free. So once this is gone, I can't buy it again, but I'm just like, I'm glad that I didn't get rid of it. Okay, I have 2 of my hand sanitizers, my Serenda's Enchantment Persephone's Journey. I've used it 14 times. Like, I don't leave the house a ton. I will usually use this like if I go grocery shopping and I bag get some chicken or meat or whatever, then I'll use this. Or basically I'll use it when I go shopping and I get back in my car before I take my mask off, which only 14 times in the past month, so you know I don't leave the house that often. And then I did use this blood orange one 4 times, but I mean, that's not enough use to like make a new mark on it. So I used those 2. I have used all 3 of the perfumes that I have in this project. This is, it'll be hard to see. I didn't mark this in the intro because it was like full to the top. This is a little unknown sample rollerball. I don't know what brand like made this. I don't even really know what the scent is called, but let's see. Can you see that little black mark right there? I've used it 8 times. So I don't know. Again, I was a little cocky. I thought, oh, this one will be like super easy to use up, but haven't used it so far. Even with 8 times, it's not a ton of use. It smells like lilac-y, but I've also smelled like cinnamon, and like sometimes it doesn't smell the same 2 days in a row. So I'm not sure. Maybe I just need to shake it or something. It still smells good no matter what. It's just sometimes like I feel like the lilac-y scent is stronger than other times. But this is gonna be sticking around for a little while. This is a Copacetic Cosmetics perfume like sample in the scent New Year Fling. I've used it 3 times. It was full when the project started, so now it's down to here. This is an extremely like sweet candy-like scent. It smells, I mean, it basically smells like a pixie stick. So I don't really use it that much because I don't tend to prefer things that sweet, but I'm gonna finish it up because it's just a little sample. And then I have my Pacifica French Lilac perfume, which I've only used 3 times, so there's no point in making any marks on it because that's not really enough to make any progress. But this is a much, when I compare this French Lilac one to this like unnamed one, this is a much stronger and like cleaner lilac scent. And this one is a little bit sweeter and a little bit heavier, like not by much, but they do smell slightly different. And I really love the smell of lilac, so I'm not going to complain that I've got 2 lilac scented perfumes in this project. Okay, next is my Covergirl Simply Ageless 3-in-1 liquid foundation. I've used this 16 times. It was brand new when the project started. So because of the sticker, I couldn't really see where exactly the airless pump started, but after 16 uses, I'm up to here. It'll probably take me all summer and maybe into fall to use this because I have to mix it with a different foundation because this is too light and the other foundation is too dark. But as summer goes on, I'm going to be getting a little darker and I might not be able to mix this one in the other one because it'll make it too light. So if I don't get to finish it all through the summer, like once fall hits and I start losing my tan, and in winter, is pretty light. So it'll be a good shade match for me. But I really like this foundation, especially I'm mixing it with my Oma Beauty Say What foundation. I don't know, like just the combo of those 2 foundations, I'm loving it. Like I wish I could wear it every day, but I'm working on another foundation, so I can't. Then I've got my Becca First Light Priming Filter. It was brand new when I brought it into the project. I've used it 16 times and now it's down here. I love these Becca primers, but I mean, they go really fast, especially for how expensive they are. Like 16 uses, that should not have that much use on it. So I'm not going to have any problem finishing it up. I just wish it didn't go quite as fast. Okay, next I have my Lisa Frank and Glamour Dolls bronzer. So I turned on my ring light. Hopefully that'll be a little bit better. Like depending on the lighting, I don't think I'll be able to get it to the right angle, but I can see like I know these have like a waffle kind of grid bottom because I know Laura panned this last year. I don't think, maybe I'm going to take pictures. Maybe I'll be able to get the angle where you can see it a little bit better. I did have use on this before I put it in this project. It had been a really long time since I used it, but I did have use on it. So I use it 10 more times. My goal is 50 or pan. And because I can see the grid, I'm thinking I'm going to hit pan before 50, but we'll see how much longer it takes. Then I have my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Lilac Geode. This is, I believe, like the Ulta exclusive shade. I've only worn it 4 times since putting it in the project. I am wearing it today. I don't know how well it's showing up, but I do really, really love this one. So this is, again, 50 or pan. So nowhere close to pan because that was pretty brand new when I brought it to the project. The next 5 products come from my Ofra Island Time face palette. So again, my goal is to use each blush 25 times and then the highlighter 50 times or hit pan. So I have used Mai Tai once, Punch twice, Cosmo twice, Bellini 3 times, and then I've used the Bali highlighter 7 times. And I love this palette. It's just so pretty. And especially for summer, I think this Bali highlighter is going to be really nice. So I'm happy I'm working on this for this project. Then I have my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I've used it 33 times because I have done my makeup there have been a couple days I've done my makeup twice. So I've used this 33 times. If I had to guess, I would say it's probably maybe like a little more than half full. I don't think it'll be empty next month, but I think it'll be empty for my July update. Now, lip products, I have been doing not super great with my lip products because I did have a cold sore and I don't use lip products when I have a cold sore because I don't want to contaminate anything. So that was like a little over a week that I couldn't use any lip product whatsoever. So I didn't get as much use on all the stuff as I wanted, but I have my Notoriously Morbid Mystic Matte Liquid Lipstick in See Me. I've used this twice. My goal is 50. This Rebel Rouge Labs Techno Gloss in Vapor. It's kind of like it's not picking up super well. It's like a holographic-y kind of gloss. I can see it's got purple in it, so that's why I put it in. I actually have it on top of my lipstick today. It doesn't, if I look up super close, I can see like the sparkle and stuff. Otherwise, it just makes my lip look a little shiny. But I've used that 4 times. My Sonia Kashuk lip gloss in Polished Plum. I've used this once. My Ulta Beauty lip gloss in Plum. I've used 4 times. I said my goal was 50 or finish, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to be 50. I don't think I'm going to finish that in 50 uses. Then I have this Maybelline lipstick in Plum Paradise, and my goal is to use half of this. I've only used it 3 times, but I actually did get some movement on it on my tracker sheet, which I was a little surprised about, but here it is. I mean, it's the thinnest of lines, but I was able to make a new line, so I've used that 3 times. And then I have these 2 tiny like sample glosses. This is a Sparkly's Glitter and Gloss. It doesn't have a name on it. It's just a tiny sample. I've used this twice. I feel like lip gloss samples have surprisingly more product in them than you think they do. Then my last lip product is this Copacetic Cosmetics lip gloss sample in Influence. I didn't mark it for the intro, but I used it 3 times and I am right here on it. So hopefully I have another, like not this shade, but I have a bunch of these because they came in the the subscription boxes, but I have one that I was working on for, I think like maybe my Roulette Pan collab, and I was like, oh, it'll be no problem to finish. I think I used it like 20 plus times and I still didn't finish it. So this one is gonna, I think, take a little more work than I thought, but I should be able to finish it if I have a whole year to work on it. We're getting into eye stuff. First, I have my Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in Amethyst. This is rolled all the way up. I've only used it 4 times, but again, I did get a little bit of movement on it. See right here. So, I mean, not a ton, but for 4 uses, I think that's pretty good. I used it in an eye look once, like actually on my lid, but the other 3 times I've used it in how I'm using it today, because I have all my purple eye products on today, is in on my lower lash line, and I actually really like it down there. So for the majority of uses, that's probably how it's going to get used, is in my lower lash line. But when I did use it in like the one actual eye look, I thought it was very pretty. I'm not gonna open these up, but I have this Notoriously Morbid Loose Eyeshadow in Pomegranate Seeds. This is one that I'm gonna have to do weights on because I'm not gonna open this and do like I did last time and get it everywhere. But I am wearing this, like this darker shade right in my outer corner is this. Did I say I've used this 4 times in the past month. Then I have this Sparkly's Glitter and Gloss Loose Glitter in Croesus the Purger. It's hard to see. I have it as my liner today. This is a really pretty purple glitter, but it's got like green flecks in it too. I like it a lot. It's very pretty. I have my Enchanted Luster Cosmetics Amethyst Prism eyeshadow. I love these little compacts. They're so, with like the little jewels that they put on, and I don't know why I love it so much that it like flips out like that, but I do. I've used this 4 times so far. It's kind of hard to see. This is like in my inner corner. I feel like, I don't know if you'll be able to tell so much. There's like a little darker patch right here. That's where most of the dip is. I am trying to wear it down somewhat evenly because this is an Australian brand, and it's just, I don't want to just like dig in there and hit pan as quickly as possible. I want to use this for as long as I can before I hit pan, just because it's kind of a pain in the butt to get more of these. So I've used that 4 times. My last purple shadow is my Makeup Geek single in Wisteria. I've used this one 6 more times. I don't know. The dip might be a little bit deeper than it was last time. Like I have a pretty decent dip going like right in this area, but I have hit pan on a Makeup Geek shadow before, and I know I'm still a long way off. And then that obviously is in my like transition area today. And then in my waterline, I'm wearing my NYX eye pencil in Purple Blaze. I've used this 7 times. Like anytime I do a purple look, I use this. So here is, it is up here. I've used, for 7 times, I've used that much, which I don't think is too bad. And I definitely am going to need to step it up a little, because 7 times, that much progress, even over the whole year, is not going to finish it off. But, and then I have my Essence Lash Princess Sculpted Volume Mascara. It says I've used this 35 times, so. This one was already open for a couple of months, so I think I'm going to give it like until my next update, and then I'm probably going to call it done, because it is getting kind of like, it is getting dry, and it's getting a little harder to work with. And I do, at the end of the day, I do have some transfer. So I'm going to give it 1 more month, and then I'm going to call this one done, because I have been using it for at least 3 months already, if not more. And then lastly, the nail polishes. So I've got 6 mini polishes in this project. I've managed to use 5 of them at least once. So this is Julep Ming. I've used it twice. You can see where it was before. After 2 uses, that's where it is. Like I've used a Julep mini before. Did I use it up? I think I used it up this year. And it took me between 7 and 8 uses. This one might take me a little more just because of like the formula. It's a little more, it's a sheer polish, so it doesn't really like build up per se. I only do 2 coats because it would just get too much, and it's not gonna be a fully opaque polish anyway. So it might take a little more, maybe 10 uses, but I mean, it's not gonna be in my collection after this project is over. Let's put it that way. Then I have this Julep mini polish in Dolores. The lines are very like, oh, my nail looks terrible. The lines are very thick and close together, but I did use it one time. So this one is a bit of a thicker formula than that other one, so I don't think it'll take quite as many uses to finish this one up. But I don't remember if I took a picture of my manicure with this or not, but if I did, I'll insert it. But this is such a beautiful nail polish. I actually have a full size of this, so I'm okay with using up the mini. I have my Wet n Wild Chrome in, is that even? My Wet n Wild Chrome in Hog Quartz School. I've used it once. I think that's where the fill line is at. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's where it's at. So you got that. This little mini pixel polish in, I don't know the shade name because I can't read it. I used it once, but it looks like one big blob, but I used it once. And then finally this Cascade polish, which is the Copacetic Cosmetics like nail polish line in Cornucopia. I used it once. It like was full. I had never used it before, so it's hard to see, but the first line is like pretty much at the top, and then after one use, it's right there. So again, this one will probably maybe take more like 5 to 6 uses to finish up, but okay, even with not even going through all 50, but it still took a while. So 2 empties so far. There's only 7 products in this project that I haven't touched yet. So I think for next month, this mascara is definitely going to be done. I'm going to call it for next month. I am pretty sure I will be able to finish this Pacifica face wash and this Revolution face mask. So I'll have at least 1 empty next month, hopefully 3. So we're going to start whittling these products down slowly. But that was my update. I hope you enjoyed. If you are doing this project, please let me know so I can either check out your video or your update on Instagram, or just let me know in general how you're doing with this project. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're staying safe and sane and healthy, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye!